See, you and I are like two peas in a pod kind of thing because I sell the houses and then you help people move from A to Z kind of thing. And that could be frustrating for people, but you guys really do a great job at making that a smooth transition for my clients. So I appreciate that. Greetings, Red Tie community. It's the bald guy in the red tie, John Butler, your favorite bald-headed red tie wearing realtor and Red Tie Community Show host with a very smiley person, a very important person. And you might not recognize them at first until we start talking about the black and yellow trucks. Because if you've been anywhere in the Temecula Valley, you have seen these trucks because they are always on the move. We're talking about John Ruff with Ruff and Ready. That's a tongue twister, man.
Yeah.
Ruff and Ready Moving, man. How are you?
I'm doing well, brother. How you doing?
I'm doing great, man. It's great to finally get you in the studio.
Yeah. We've been trying to do this for about a year now.
Yeah.
We finally got it done.
The stars aligned, the calendar dates lined up, and here we are, man. But,
right.
I'm a busy man, but I am not as busy as you because you are constantly on the move with these moving trucks. How many trucks do you have nowadays?
We have 11.
11
and
trucks.
5 trailers.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Man. And so if you've been in this area, you've probably seen the black and yellow logo as you probably see on his shirt there. And so I'm a branding guy, and your branding is phenomenal. Like, it sticks out. You could see that truck coming a mile away, man. So can you jump into that real quick about how you came up with the branding?
So when I started this company, I researched what colors stick out the most. Mm-hmm. And it was 3 different colors on top of black. It was neon orange, neon green, and canary yellow. And I said, well, I'm not going to do orange or green or neon pink.
Yeah.
I said, so the canary yellow it is. And I mean, it just sticks out like a sore thumb.
Really does.
Billboards we have in the community, everything, trucks, it just pops your eye. It catches your attention.
Well, I love the play on words because your last name is Ruff.
Yeah.
And so typically with movers, you don't want a rough transition. But I like the humor of it. So that was well played, sir.
Yeah, thank you. It wouldn't be the first time, man. I've had probably over 200 people tell me that I can't have that name in a moving company. And I'm like, it's my last name. So
doing it anyways.
Tough luck.
Well, sometimes when you're creating something and if you get some headwind against it, that's usually a good sign that maybe that is a good path.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to ignore those naysayers, man.
Oh, yeah. Well, because when I started Ball Guy Red Tie, the older vets of the real estate industry are like, that's not very professional. You know what I mean? And they just thought it was kind of cartoonish and whatnot. And here I am 12 years later. So here we go.
Well, you're killing it, man.
Thanks,
I see you everywhere. You've been doing videos for a long time and one of the most creative realtors I've met.
Thank you. I appreciate that. We're definitely going to clip that up and use that as an ad. I appreciate that, man. And that's really I wanted to sit here with you today is because I really appreciate when someone can go through the minutia of climbing a mountain to create your own thing. Because in this world, you can certainly get a safe job. You can clock in 9 to 5 and do that kind of employment. And that's fine. That's great. Entrepreneurship is not for everybody. But for the people that say, hey, I'm going to step out and do my own thing, it takes a lot of courage, man. It's like jumping on a ship and saying, okay, I'm going to sail to wherever the coastline is, and I don't know where the coastline is, but I'm going to get there.
Yeah.
It takes a little something extra to do that.
It does. I mean, we're in the 3% of the country. The other 97% works for us.
Wow.
And it's that initial fear factor and the fear of the unknown that really deters people away and not getting those instant results. And I mean, for me, I crave to be uncomfortable because that's how I grow, and what I fear the most is fear of regret, fear of sitting there. And I have a nephew coming into the world here in May and telling my nephew, well, I can't buy you that because I was too scared to do this, or being 80 years old, sitting in a nursing home, regretting all the things in my life I wish I would have done.
Yeah.
I'd rather do them, fail, take everything from me. I'll build it again.
Yeah. But
at least I tried, and I said I did it.
And that's one of the telltale signs of an entrepreneur is, all right, this might end badly, and this might explode and implode, but you know what? I can rebuild it.
Yeah.
And when you have that sense of strength, that inner core within you, whether that comes from God or just your past experiences, man, that's an unstoppable person.
Yeah, it comes from God. It really does.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's the person you become in the whole process, man, because you get stronger and stronger as you go. The way I say you become more tolerant to bullshit because it's like a diamond being made, man. Starts as coal, and the more pressure and pressure and pressure gets put on you,
That's right.
and then you eventually shine.
Yep.
And it doesn't get easier. People think, oh, you got more money coming in, you got more employees, more trucks. There's more headaches with that. It's actually harder. Now you have to, instead of just throwing everything back into the business, you have to be smart about it.
Yep.
You have to scale, you have to cut stuff back. You have to work around things. And that's really where you push the needle forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's a great philosopher once said, "Mo money, mo problems." Notorious B.I.G. So,